Our next speaker um, is Gary Bolles. Gary began his career in plastering trade. Where is he? Oh, there you are. Okay. Began his career in the plastering trade in Apprentice and went on to found Buffalo Plastering, building a reputation for high quality and craftsmanship, with which, I mean, we need that still around, the craftsmanship that make sure that it doesn't die off. Today, through both Buffalo Plastering and Buffalo Architectural Casting, his work continues to support the restoration of historical architecture across the region. Please help me welcome Gary. And I do want to put a plug. He's got some cool stuff on this table. So after today and everybody's done speaking, you have to come and take a look at everything that's going on here. Gary?
Thank you. Okay, over 30 years ago, I started Buffalo Plastering, then Buffalo Architectural Casting. I worked over 50 years plastering, specializing in historic restoration. Tonight, I'll talk about our work focusing on Gray Cliff and stories relating to these and other projects. This is me in the Statler, running radiused arches and installing some capitals when I was a kid. Our shop is in North Buffalo. In my late teens, I labored for the plasterers. I watched them water trowel a large white finished ceiling. As it hardened, it began to reflect the entire room like a mirror. I found it inspiring. They water troweled it, and I felt lucky to labor for the plasterers. After 10 years plastering, I started Buffalo Plastering in 1989. Some early projects: the Allendale Theater, OLV Basilica, Dunn Building, City Hall. In 2016, we began restoring the interior plaster at Frank Lloyd Wright's Gray Cliff Estate. The architects referenced Frank Lloyd Wright's original plaster specifications for the building, including local beach sand, hydraulic lime, plaster, goat hair, not horsehair, but goat hair. And we had to find goat hair. They had goats on the property that manicured the lawn. We found goat hair from a company that supplied goat hair for knitting. When the goat hair is incorporated into the plaster base coat, the mixture takes on a texture like tuna fish. That's the finish up on the top of the stairs. The base coat's on the wall over there. Next picture is lathers installing the metal lath. Rib lath was tied to the ceiling, screwed in place. For speed, in the old days, the lathers were paid by the bundle. You knew a lather when you shook their hand. It was like shaking a hand like a lobster claw, because they couldn't wear gloves. They had to do it barehanded, and their hands were rough. Wright wanted the interior to take on the feeling of nature, like the outdoors. To achieve that, they had a combination of lime, beach sand, and masonry dye that was floated to expose the aggregate with no paint. And that's the finished product right there. The Hollywood Theater, that's a dome in the middle. In Gowanda, the ornamental plaster restoration was on the state and national historic registries. Shays Buffalo, the picture on the left is how it was for 70 years. The pediment was falling into the street 10 years after they installed it. The terracotta was compromised. We recreated that pediment on the right from old photographs. We're making rubber molds from what remained of the pediment. It was sculpted from clay in our shop by my business partner in Buffalo Architectural, Leo Lisi, and Alex, his friend, his boyhood friend from Russia. And they sculpted it out of clay in sections. Molds were taken, and we cast it in GFRC, glass fiber reinforced concrete. GFRC is a thin shell cast polymer modified cement with an integral metal frame connected with flex anchors. The subframes are welded to a main steel frame that is attached to the building. The only photograph we had to work with was a very grainy photograph that'll come up in a little bit. But sections of it was boomed into place. We splashed different colors into the molds, and we got a very good match to match the existing. There's the picture. That's all we had to work with was this picture right here, and they sculpted it from that. Typically, the face is tragedy, and what's the laughing face? And thank you. And they had to do something in between because they only had one face. In the early 2000s, we had been part of the plaster restoration at Shays, the interior lobby, and the main auditorium. In 2023, my son bought the business, taking it over. He's led the company into completing many major restoration projects in Manhattan, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Dartmouth College, Carnegie Mellon University, and many others. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you for the amazing pictures and the work that you do, and also the fact that some of these skilled trades are dying off, and I'm glad that you're passing it on to your son, and that it's not dying, and it's continuing on with the talent that you have and the treasures, because we need those plasters and all the skilled tradesmen that, and we need that art to pass along to the next generations.